bone, fucking dry bone bitch. Looking like fucking Mr. Burns, having to paint your fucking face every day.
Am I sitting down close to a loudspeaker? The volume all loud, God, Kai, it is hitting directly on my head and I'm having a banging headache. Who is in charge of the remote? He said Adekule is holding the remote and he cannot turn down the volume of the shouting. Sheyinko, nobody can't. So what do I do next?
Madam Puppet Master, she's mad! How can she direct all her fucking energy?
Even if one is not sorry, even if one did not even feel remorseful, at least pretend to just be remorseful. Even Big Brother condemned the act. According to Big Brother, the ones that sit and watch and giggles, that anybody that watches evil prevail is also as good as the evildoers. Yet he decided to just fight and fight and fight. I don't understand if the fighting means that you are right or you are just intentionally wanted to just create yourself highlights unnecessarily. It was just the way Angel was just looking at Venita. It was just the way Alex was also looking at Venita the moment she was just carrying her into the room. Last night was hectic. Adekule would just be like, Una not tell me say na sheep debut, am I in the wrong one? Yes, Doyin and Venita fight. I understand Venita and I also understood Doyin. The very first time that they fought was during the commercial after Big Brother showed them the clip of how SOMA was aggressively confronting Angel. Then Big Brother told them it's enough. I felt that it's already enough. Only for Big Brother to not tell them as you were. And now, Kidwell was the first person to approach Doyin and ILEBAYE because he just wanted to clear his name, right? So while they were not trying to trash it, Doyin was like, Kidwell, go, I don't want to see you. Venita, out of nowhere, decided to revisit that fight that happened between her and Doyin during that commercial. I am glad that they now told Doyin to just go to the garden. Doyin was venting. I heard Doyin right. You are a mother of 2 children. Your children will just grow up one day. Supposing if they find themselves in this situation, who is going to stand up from them?
They'll find themselves because she's going to stand up for them. Please.
In as much as all of us are playing a game in Biggie's house, but may we not lose our humanity in the process. Doyin did not even insult Venita as a mother. Neither did Doyin insult Venita's children. Rather, she is just telling Venita to just put herself in the shoes of ILEBAYE. She was just trying to tell Venita to just create imagination. If ILEBAYE is just to be her daughter and she's being treated like this, how will she now feel? Well, Venita, on the other hand, utilized the opportunity to remind Doyin that she is just like a barracuda fish, that she is somebody that wake up every morning and paint her face so that she will look like a type of way. And she was just throwing that insult. Sissy was just standing inside because Doyin has already gone to the garden. It was just the way Angel was just looking at Venita like, which one is this one again? Doyin and Adekule just have to lift her up and then now took her back to the pink room. Then Alex, who has been crying in the garden, was just walking in, and when Alex was passing, Alex was like, why all this drama again? Everybody was just so surprised. Now she now found herself in the pink room. She was just being overly dramatic. She was just reading insults. She was able to now remind us, or rather expose that really it was Doyin that just let that tampon. If all of us remember the tampon story of how they deposited it carelessly in the toilet, that Doyin was the one that did it, and Doyin now came to just beg her to just be considerate, not to just expose her. There is no type of insult that Venita did not insult Doyin.
Dirty thing! I go curse you, only you go cry for night, take your life. Dehydrated pala fish. Rubbish.
She body shamed Doyin and she kept on insisting, why will you not insult my children? No, Venita, nobody insulted your children. And now you are feeling bad that Doyin make reference to your children. Remember that when you and ILEBAYE fought, I remember that very day that you just sitting and garden. You were just saying that anytime you want to come for ILEBAYE, you will not only come for ILEBAYE alone, that you will also come for ILEBAYE'S family. That ILEBAYE behaves like someone who does not have a home training, or somebody who does not even have parents at all. Now you just overheard or you just assume that somebody now make reference to your own children. You are just fighting. But it's okay for you to make reference to someone else's parents.
I can plan for you and your whole family, and you don't look like you come from anywhere good, to be very honest.
The insult is not even ending anytime soon. Doyin was busy searching for Ilebaye. Then when Doyin now realized that Ilebaye is in the blue room with New, Doyin decided to come and join them there. I think Venita is not even done insulting Doyin. I felt she wants to utilize aftermath of all the things that happened in Biggie's house that evening for her to just create her own stupid and most embarrassing and also disappointing highlights. And while Doyin was just in that blue room, Venita's voice was overheard. Venita was still busy insulting Doyin from the pink room, and according to Venita, that Doyin is not a loyal friend to Ilebaye, that Doyin, knowing that Ilebaye has interest in Cross, is still going behind Cross to go and ask Cross out. There is no kind of word that Venita did not just rain on Doyin last night. And Neo was listening to everything. And then Doyin repeated exactly what she said in the garden. Just look at the way she's just talking. Somebody that has 2 daughters. Somebody that is a mother. That means Doyin is trying to explain that if you know that you are a mother and you have 2 children, then you're not supposed to behave a type of way. Supported. While Neo, who was just with Ilebaye and Doyin in that blue room, was listening to her sister's words, he was still disappointed because he's yet to even get over the fact that her sister sat with Shay in the closet and watched Ike execute such devilish and inhuman character. And Neo decided to stand up to just go and close the blue room. Doyin was telling Neo, no, don't close the door, leave the door, listen to your sister speak, go and listen to your cousin. Neo was just so embarrassed with such act. And Doyin was like, I'm not just going to say a word, just allow her to rant. Then now camera now returned back again to the pink room. And now Venita is now telling us that Doyin is a radiographer, that she was supposed to just be abroad, as in the diaspora, checking people's brain. But she chose not to do so, but just want to be in Bigbrother's house doing cho. It was just so hectic last night. It was Adekunle telling Venita to just remain in the pink room, that she should not just come outside, and also she making sure that Venita did not come outside. And when Venita felt that her voice is not heard enough, or maybe she now looked at the camera and noticed that the camera is on her, yes, all this housemate knows when the camera is on them. Venita now climbed one of the bed in the pink room, and she was still raining insults on Doyin, and she called Doyin a dehydrated barracuda fish, and she was still repeating the exact words that she has been constantly using to insult Doyin. And she kept on saying, she insulted my children. I just want to know the exact word that she used on my children. That was when Mercy now just walked into the room. I think Adekunle was still with Venita on the bed, and now Venita is just trying to drag Mercy in between the fight, and was now telling Mercy, I overheard her, what did she say about my children? People should tell me what she said about my children, because I overheard her insulting my children. And Mercy is telling Venita, no, she did not just insult your children. Venita said, I overheard her saying that I am a mother of 2 children. And Mercy said, yes, that's only the thing that she said. He said, no, there is more. Mercy said nothing again. When she now wanted to extend the insult again, now so Mercy decided to run as her legs would carry her. She ran out of the room. Venita asked Mercy, where are you running to? Mercy said, I am coming. Venita said, when are you going to come back? Mercy said, now. The environment is so toxic for Mercy. Mercy just have to run for her dear life. Okay, I felt that the fight has ended again. Camera was still busy moving around Biggie's house. Then finally, while most of them have gathered in the kitchen for them to prepare their dinner, and Doyin decided to come and carry hot water so that she, Doyin, and Ilebaye will use it to just take their bath. I watched that particular scenario in the kitchen.
Open your mouth, call my children. Sweet waiting, dry thing, panda fish.
At this point, Venita is just seeking for unnecessary, disgracing, disappointing, and embarrassing highlights, because I was just watching that particular scenario unfold. Doyin was just minding her business and trying to just get that hot water. And the next thing, Venita started, today is TGIF, and that means thank God it's Friday. And then started throwing side talk to Doyin, and Doyin just replied. Then she now started raising her voice again, repeating the same insult. And I am so glad that Doyin ran out of that toxic environment again with her bucket of hot water while Ilebaye was just living with her. Hi! Venita is still just talking, and I decided to just stand on the existing protocol of Venita talking to tell you guys that I am the entertainer with the entertaining entertainment, and you can also address me as the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the entire occurrences of the ongoing Bigbrothernaija Season 8 Teamed All-Stars edition. And my usual primary assignment is to always summarize all the entire occurrences that has occurred, occurrence that might bet further occurrences. Well, that the fight continues, and Adekule just have to carry Venita once again and now return Venita back again to the room.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
Adekule, for the unemptied time, has to also carry Venita back to the pink room, and I know that Adekule will sneak out of that bed to just go to the diary room and ask Biggie to supply him a body pain relief, because the number of times that Adekule has lifted Venita while Venita is just fighting Doyin alone this night, I know say indoor already they get muscle pains, and there's not going to be exercise on Saturday morning. How is it going to just be fine? So I felt Bigbrother is just going to give Adekule body pain. Hi, it was just so hectic for Adekule. Finally, Bigbrother dimmed the light, and they have refused to sleep because Venita is still ranting again. You just don't allow me to vent my frustration. Just allow me to fight this particular girl. And I was telling you, Venita, if Doyin has decided to just go one-on-one with you, you might think that you know how to shout. You might think that you know how to call names. Doyin is bad-mouthed. She knows what to tell you. You will cry. Because the very first time you fought with ILEBAYE, you cried though. You asked your cousin for a favor, he did not grant you. You cried though. You just told Angel, please don't continue fighting with Sheyi. You cried though. Once you have any heated argument with anybody, you will cry. It may seem as though you just wanted to conclude whatever fight that you are having with Doyin with a cry.
If I didn't know it, I mean, get that away from this witch.
Doyin did not grant you such opportunity. Hence, I felt you kept on extending the fight, and your desire was not just fulfilled. In all of this, your fight, ranting and embarrassing and disgraceful highlights, I felt you could have said that you are sorry, not just trying to make excuse of your such stupid act. Yes, I understand that you might not be friends with ILEBAYE, but just like Alex said, whenever I sense any bad energy around me, or whenever I sit to hear when they just want to do a bad thing to somebody, I will not only condemn it, but I will make sure that I excuse myself from such. Venita, you owe everybody an apology for such acts, not just as a mother, but also as a grown woman. But you felt that you are just right in your right. To your tent, O Israel. Now in the comment section, do just share your thoughts with me. This fight that happened between Doyin and Venita, who is right and who is wrong? To me, Doyin did not do anything wrong to just stand up for her vulnerable friend, and also condemning the fact that Venita sat there and watched Ike do what he did to ILEBAYE. Now, it's okay for you to agree or argue with me, because I understand that your faith might just be involved in the entire scenario. But if you just agree with me, thank God that we are sharing the same opinion. And if you are arguing with me while you are at that, please, I have headache. Therefore, practice 1 Corinthians 14:40. This is the first time ever you are coming across my channel. Please do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. Also, do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any interesting, intriguing, entertaining gist that has to do with the ongoing Bigbrothernaija Season 8 Teamed All-Stars edition. And as an entertainer, it's always my pleasure to entertain you guys with entertaining entertainment, and see you in another video upload soon.